Hey guys, it's Brendan Ayer. Before we get started, if you like the show, make sure you subscribe, rate it, review it. All that stuff helps. Follow us on social media, Shitbrains Show on every platform. We even got YouTube. We got a Facebook group. And if you want bonus content, go to patreon.com/shitbrainshow. And if you have questions you want answered on the podcast, hit up shitbrainshow@gmail.com. Enjoy the program.
My brain is shit, man. It's shitty. Like it doesn't function properly. It just does whatever it wants. Life's still pretty good. This is shit brains.
Yeah. That's what's interesting. You get less worried about your dick when you have a kid.
Yeah, that makes sense.
To the point where you rip it off.
Well, you don't want to, but if you had to, you'd be like, well, it's done good. It's done.
Sure.
It, you know, like
if it got to the point where you had to sacrifice your dick for the well-being of your family.
Now, would I rather have already had a son? Yes, but you know, I've got something.
Do you have a son or a daughter?
Daughter.
Yeah. Ooh,
yeah, I know.
Yikes.
I'm probably not going to rip my dick off.
Yeah, you need the family name, dude.
Yeah,
you need your legacy to live on.
Brendan Jr.
People already call me dickless, so fuck it. You might as well go for it.
Are you all right, man? Jesus Christ.
We're rolling. I don't want to talk about it.
All right, man. That's all right. What we're rolling? You said?
Yes.
All right. Welcome to Shit Brains with Brendan Ayer and Jimmy Graham. Our producer Jeremy Demery really in a fucking mood this morning. What's it, Jeremy? You all right, man?
Goddamn radio guy is fuck me up.
He keeps telling this story about radio guys that no one is bothering to delve into because we don't care.
A pope in the woods.
Yes, he told the radio guys a Pope in the Woods joke and thinks it offended them because it was about the Pope. It offended them because it was a Pope in the Woods joke, Jeremy. That's not a known fucking format of joke in this day and age. Now, this is the Mental Health Podcast where we roughly destigmatize mental health by every third episode or so we mention how I hung myself and now I'm doing great.
We tried. Let's be fair.
Yeah, I tried.
You tried.
You
didn't succeed.
We are joined by one of my buddies. You guys know him from a number of things. Cumtown, from being just a beautiful, beautiful boy, a Greek, a proud representation of the Greek
race.
Race? Are you guys a race? Are you known as race?
We're somewhere in between ethnicity and race. We haven't figured it out yet.
I think most Greek people, though, would claim race.
They would, yeah. To the point where at my elementary school, in middle school, we would, when we were kids and the demographic surveys would come out, we would check race other. Literally. In Greektown, we did not feel white. In Baltimore, I was like, oh yeah, we're different. We're not fucking white people. And then it's and then you take part in most of society. It's like, no, we're white. But then you travel to
Texas
and you're not white again.
Motherfucker.
It just changes depending. We were a very insular Greek community. I grew up in Baltimore until I was 16. I did not really leave the 9x8 blocks that my neighborhood was, unless it was for school or for to go to the mall or something. We were really in there, So yes.
So that is, ladies and gentlemen, Stavros. How do I say your last name? Halkias, because that's how I've always said it.
Yeah.
But I've never said it to your face because I've never known.
Yeah.
And you have such a fucking original first name that I feel like in New York everyone's just like Stavros, Stavi. I never.
There's no other Stavros.
Yeah, I never really heard your last name, so I was just like, I think that's how you say it, but I'm never gonna say it.
You did a great job, buddy.
Now
you got a great name. You lucked out with a good name.
I did. Thanks, man.
Yeah,
I get buried by the fucking tight end.
Yeah, you're fucked.
Yeah.
You gotta
Page 9
change
at
it.
Google.
You'll never pass him. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I had to go up. There was a Canadian musician named Brendan Ayer. I fucking passed that guy on Google after my
Fuck
fourth
that piece
open
of
mic.
shit.
Yeah, that guy's done.
I'm going up against a Hall of Fame fucking
you'll
tight
never
end.
pass him.
You got to go James.
James,
James Graham.
James Nicholas
Oh,
Graham.
James Graham is
Or
good.
J. Nicholas. The problem is you don't have the gravitas for either of these names. You're 100% Jimmy.
Yeah, James. James Nicholas Graham. That sounds
No,
like a blues singer.
Yeah.
J. Nicholas Graham Esquire.
Yeah.
It's like,
You don't have
dude,
the-
that dude's still drunk at the
Yeah.
morning podcast.
Yeah. You're Jimmy.
Now, Stav, I hate to do this to you.
Sure.
I hate to do this to you.
Okay.
You're walking into the goddamn mouth of the bear.
I love it. Hit me
You're
with
walking.
it.
Is that a saying? Is
Yeah,
walking
yeah.
into the mouth of the bear?
I don't think it is.
I don't think.
There's
Because who would do
Lion's Den. There's
Bear
there's
Trap.
mouth of something.
that?
Radio
I don't think it's
guys.
Mouth of the bear.
Mouth of the storm, maybe.
No, Eye of the Storm.
Eye of the
But the Eye of the
Storm.
Storm's good.
Yeah,
That's
because
where it's chill.
but they
the rest
say
of
it
the
like
storm's
it's
not
bad.
good.
Right.
Yeah.
The middle of the storm, it gets calm for a while, but you're gonna die because you got the whole rest outside.
Unless you
of the storm
ride it
coming.
just right.
Oh, you got to walk
You
it
gotta
right
ride
the right.
it. Yeah. You gotta just fucking stay in the eye
There's
the whole
a guy
time.
that's just been walking in the eye of a
That
storm
would
for
feel
3
sick.
years. That
You would
feel
feel like
great.
Storm from X-Men. You just fucking walk
Yeah.
around with your arms up, like you're doing it.
So this is what you're fucking walking into. Okay?
Hit me with it, baby.
This is the kind of horseshit I have to deal with. So you can agree, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm a respectable stand-up comedian.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like I'm not at your level. I get that.
Oh, come on.
No, well, we know.
As
we
a
know-
stand-up comedian, you're a great comic.
But we know how-
you didn't get lucky with a racist podcast.
Sure.
That's the difference
Well,
between
that's
us.
the thing.
Yeah,
we know
yeah,
how
yeah.
this industry works. It's
Yeah.
like I think you're a great comic.
Yeah.
You maybe will think
I
that about
think the
me,
same
but like
thing about you,
But
yeah.
like you either sell tickets, you don't. Whatever.
Yeah,
I
right,
get it.
right.
I'm not mad about
Right,
it. But so our fucking social media guy on this podcast, this guy, this fucking kid.
Wow.
He's been. How long has he been doing comedy, Jimmy?
2 years?
2 years.
Yeah,
2 years.
2
Nice
years.
kid. Nice
Good kid.
This is a little background on him.
And to be clear, also, when you say our social media guy, you mean an open micer who's working for free.
No,
you don't.
no. This is what I
He's
said.
working for $7. Stop it.
Yeah. I said I don't believe in that shit.
Right.
I think that's wrong. I'm not
Right,
pulling that model.
right.
I give you about 1/100th of minimum wage as a gesture to make myself not a fucking asshole.
Which is better than a lot of clubs pay.
But he
Right.
does. I did give him a percentage of the podcast.
There you go. Oh, that's huge
if it
equity.
takes
He's got
off,
equity.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
yeah,
guy's
yeah.
got fuck. This motherfucker.
Yeah.
I gave this motherfucker equity.
Equity in your fucking
And-
business.
So not-
Sharks, what I have for you today is I will
Yeah.
tweet 2 or 3 times maybe.
Yeah.
And if you do all the work, maybe I'll also get rich. And you were like, we'll take the deal.
And for that reason, I am in. So this motherfucker, and not only that,
Yeah.
I have 8.5 years experience hosting the Rad Dudecast with two
Yeah.
super
Yeah.
talented dudes, Anthony DeVito and Greg Stone.
Great guys.
Plus, I've been on big podcasts. I've been
Sure.
on Come Town.
Yep.
Like I know how to do this.
Yes.
And, yeah, I'm not huge at it or anything, but I know how to do this, right? So this motherfucker,
Yeah.
little background on
Give me a
Gabe,
little
our
background
social
on
media
Gabe,
guy,
that little bitch.
he has
Spelled Gaybe.
he has Jeremy once asked him if he's ever if he has Asperger's, and he goes, I got tested and my mom said I didn't.
Did your mom administer the test?
Yeah,
Or maybe
well,
she read the results,
There's
buddy?
a couple things going
Yeah,
on there
yeah,
because
yeah.
it's like if
if you had to get tested.
yeah, exactly.
We're
Guess
already,
what?
yeah.
None of us got
It's one of
tested.
those things where when you ask for a
Yeah.
lawyer, the cop's like, he's
Yeah.
guilty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you're
Yeah.
getting Asperger's test, you have Asperger's.
Exactly.
You know?
Like, I've never once in my life taken an AIDS test because I didn't fuck a questionable lady. You know what I mean?
Right,
I was
right.
never like, let me just go do the responsible
I've been using
thing.
condoms the whole time. Let me take an STD test.
Yeah,
Never that.
Never that.
You raw dog some
Right.
woman you just met.
I raw dog some fucking
Yeah.
half Navajo in Little Rock.
Yeah.
And I
Who
said-
knows what kind of ancient diseases?
What's the Asperger's test?
I probably just like
Feeling fabrics and
just how long can you watch anime?
Yeah.
Like
Can you make eye contact with this woman?
yeah.
And if you can, you don't have it.
We're gonna play the sound of a ambulance siren and see if you run away.
Yeah. How big you smile when you hear
When you hear the ice cream. So he texts. And the guy fucking means well, you know.
Sure.
The guy texts, "Is Stav going to do the pod?" And I go, "I don't know, man," because at the time I hadn't texted you yet. I don't know, man. We'll play it by ear. I'm gonna text him, and he goes, "If he does, I'd say put him in your chair because that's usually our cleanest shot." Hey, so that's what he starts off with.
Yes.
Give away my chair.
I'm
to
the
you.
host.
You're
Yeah.
now,
Come on.
you're
Also, why the fuck is that the cleanest shot? It's the same
yeah.
kid.
How about
What
we
am I,
make all the
mincemeat?
shots good first of all? Then he goes and he just goes OBV.
Of course.
Good riffs are good riffs, but ask him as many questions as you can. I.e., the more time he spends talking on camera, the better.
Incredible.
So this guy's basically just
Respect.
saying, "Fuck you, dude. You got Stav on.
Yeah.
Give it up.
Give
Quit.
it up.
Don't
Yeah.
even come."
Don't even worry. Run the ball. Just hand off the ball. You know, that's the offense. Ride Stav to the promised land.
And
Just block. Jimmy, you block. Brendan, you fucking hand the ball off.
Lamar
Stay
Jackson.
out of his way. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm Lamar. We're running the option all day. And no, don't even expect a pitch back. All right? I'm
Nothing.
taking it.
And that's the thing is
How
like,
wildly insulting.
Well,
is that?
Respect to him for just absolutely overstepping his bounds.
Yeah,
with those,
totally.
With those suggestions.
well, that's why when Jeremy said that about Asperger's, I was like, "Oh, yeah, all right," because that's wild, and he means well, but it's like, "Hey, man, like, you think I wasn't gonna do that? Like, what do you think I was just gonna? Hey, we got Stav here, but shut the fuck up. I gotta talk more about how I hung myself, you know?
Yeah, let's get into it.
He might be onto something.
What?
If we just let Stav go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, we are.
Sure.
That's what
That's what the pod will be.
Yeah. How's everything going, by the way, man? I
Pretty
haven't
good.
seen you in a while. Yeah, life's good.
Shit's pretty good.
You've got a tooth. I noticed.
I got a tooth. I got hair. I'm doing it all, baby.
Yeah, so you go. So for those of you that don't know, I don't know who the fuck you would be. Stav rocked the front tooth and bald look for a while. He's now got hair and a tooth.
I've got hair and a tooth.
How is that affecting like your game? With
Sure.
Are more ladies coming in or what's?
You know, I think I've made it my mission in life to get as much pussy as I can looking as stupid as possible.
Right.
And if you're going to go away from toothless, you need a powerful look.
Right.
And I think long, balding, flowing hair is really the biggest tragedy is that they didn't intersect. That I was never toothless with long, balding hair.
Yeah.
That's fucked up, and no joke, that's maybe the one thing I'll regret for the rest of my life. Because I'm, knock on wood, I'm never going to be toothless again.
Right.
It was fun, 2 years. It was great. I got a hilarious amount of pussy without a tooth. But, you know, now I'm in a different zone, you know? And I think I'm reinventing myself, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. This is something I would say, and Jimmy actually kind of pulls off this phenomena yourself, like because your life, Jimmy. I don't know. Do you know Jimmy?
I know Jimmy.
His
a
life's
little
a
bit.
goddamn mess.
Yeah,
it's a
I
goddamn
could
mess.
tell.
Horrible.
It feels like that. His vibes are like that.
Horrific.
The shit's going bad.
Yeah.
Horrific alcoholic. Horrific alcoholic.
Yeah.
Just a terrible drunk.
Yeah, he's got the eyeballs of like a 14th century sailor. He's got jaundice. You know what I mean? Like this man's got scurvy.
Sucking on
Somebody get
lemons.
this guy a lemon. That's like I have this joke. I don't do it that much anymore, but it's about how like I got into my 30s and my cum stopped shooting out. You know, and it's a fine joke. It
Wow.
always does well.
Prostate problems.
No, I mean it comes out. It just doesn't shoot
It
like it
dribbles?
did when I was
You don't
younger.
ever get a shoot?
What? Every once in a while.
Every once in a while.
You know, Christmas, fucking Easter. But I don't get a shoot. No, I'm a dribbler.
A dribbler.
But I
fully.
hear in porn, the ladies, when they're doing like a facial, they'll ask the guy straight up, like, are you a dribbler or a shooter? So I guess
So
which
you
is
feel-
kind of a basketball.
Yeah.
But I guess it's not unusual.
Are you a point guard? Are you a point guard? Are you a two guard?
Are you a Harlem Globetrotter?
Call
or
me
a
Chris
Washington-
Paul, baby girl.
I'm the goddamn motherfucker with the t-shirt gun, baby.
I'm a Washington general.
But the worst part about that joke was the amount of like old guys that would come up to me after shows with solutions. And it was
Ooh.
always citrus based. It was always
Really?
like, hey man, how many limes are you eating?
Interesting.
And it's like,
Cum?
what do you mean, how many? None. I'm
Yeah,
eating
yeah,
zero
yeah,
limes.
yeah.
No one's eating limes.
No, I'm having a hint of lime chip.
I was
Yeah.
doing celery.
Celery?
And just fucking like hydro load water. Just
To
chug
get
water.
your nut
yeah.
to projectile.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Don't beat off celery.
No,
and,
but here's the thing. This
water.
is what I would always tell them. I don't care. It
Right.
feels good.
Feels good to dribble.
I'm not. I don't. It feels just as good to dribble out. I
it
don't
doesn't.
need to be.
I
what do
have
you
to.
mean, no, it doesn't.
I'm gonna actually side with James on this one.
Really? You love a good-
There is something cinematic. There is
Oh,
something
sure.
like, you feel powerful
when you get a roper, you get
Yeah,
like a fucking.
man, I haven't had a roper.
But it
since-
also depends where you're coming, right? If you're
Right.
coming inside, who cares?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't
Yeah.
fucking matter.
Who
but
cares
if you,
who she is? I'll leave regardless of the outcome.
Absolutely. But if there's nothing, in fact, this happened to me, and I'll say I'm 50-50. I'll shoot. I think it's more of a how much nut in the chamber
Yeah.
than than what the situation is.
Sure.
But this felt really bad because I hooked up with this girl, and this is my traditional. Here's how I like to spend a sexual tryst, right?
Sure.
I like to have a girl comes over. We're gonna hang out for a day, for the day, like we have a little date type of thing. I like to fuck right away. All right, before any activity.
It does sound very traditional.
Before any activity has happened,
I like that, yeah.
This isn't. It's not first date. Don't get me wrong. It's not like, hey, how's it
Yeah,
going?
yeah.
And my dick is out as she
Yeah.
comes into my apartment. But if it's somebody that I've been seeing, on and again, off again, whatever, or like, we're hooking up, they come over. We're banging one out. I've got all my energy, right? We haven't gone on there's no dinner weighing me down.
Right.
We haven't
Yes,
gone on a
that's
little
smart.
stroll.
Yeah.
I haven't beat off that day. I'm ready. I've got the morning nut still in my system if it's, early afternoon.
Sure.
So we're the bag is loaded, right? I like to bang that one out, really give it my go, give it my
it the
all.
best,
Just
yeah.
fucking, we're in there.
Yeah.
Then let's go out. Let's hang out for a little bit. Let's go out to dinner. Go out for a nice little fucking. I like to spend a little money here on. I'll take you out to a nice dinner.
Sure.
We're doing. I'm doing okay. I like to take my girls out, have a nice time.
Right.
Then, bonus afterwards, if we're going to continue. And look, if the date ends there, we're both busy. We have to go. Great.
Sure.
But we fucked before the full stomach. I can. There's no cramping. There's no Charlie horses happening.
Right.
No acid reflux
Right.
while I'm eating pussy.
Sure, sure.
I'm not burping up.
This is great.
buffalo
This is great.
wing sauce
Because
into her labia.
There's no pressure.
No
on this
pressure.
Second fuck.
And then the second fuck comes, and it's like it's a bonus.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. But on one of those second fucks. And I was doing a pretty good job. We had a big seafood dinner. Okay, we went out to shout out to Hamadou Seafood in Astoria. One of Evan Williams, another friend of ours, favorite. He took me to it.
Yeah.
I'm fucking stuffed to the gills with scallops and calamari. Right?
Yeah, wow, that's a tough fuck meal.
It's a tough fuck meal. We also have a little baba ganoush. We have French fries in the gullet as well.
Oh,
All right,
man, I don't like this idea. I'll be honest.
No, please.
I don't like this idea of mixing baba ganoush with the seafood.
You got to open
That's
up
a
your
lot.
horizons, brother.
My horizons are very narrow.
First of all, eggplant is not, it's not like, what's the issue? It's a fucking, I know it's creamy in texture, but it's a fucking roasted vegetable, basically.
Right, but when I'm going baba ganoush, I want some sort of like halal style or
well, this is an
Middle
Egyptian.
Eastern.
This is an Egyptian
I
seafood
see,
place.
I see.
All
Okay,
right. Again,
yeah,
this
yeah,
is your
the
Cleveland coming through.
Scallops of the
Yeah,
desert.
yeah. Egypt's on the fucking
I know.
water,
I'm just being
motherfucker.
the idiot that pretends he doesn't know about the fucking Mediterranean.
Anyway, that's neither here nor there. We can debate that at a different time.
Yeah.
But
we can debate
we should.
geography
Yeah.
all day long because no one has a map.
Yeah, I like that. We like to podcast the way they did geography in like the Dark Ages, where it's like I think actually China's over here. Well, I don't even think China exists, pal.
Yeah.
India's over. We're gonna go to India.
Oh yeah,
And it's
good
just
luck
like,
going to India. You're gonna fall off the edge.
yeah,
dickhead.
yeah. So second fuck time comes. I'm packed with the finest clams of the desert, and I've got eggplant coming out of the gills, right?
Sure.
And I'm doing a good job, but all the pumping that goes on, I feel it sloshing around. So I'm like, we're gonna have a nice gentlemanly beat off on this woman's breasts type of ejaculate. I don't want to keep pumping. I can feel the mixture. You know what I mean? I feel the calamari. That's like you don't want to. It's like you don't want to be on a waterbed with a full stomach. You don't want to be giving back shots with a full stomach. Either.
Sure.
Especially I got a lot of jiggle to my belly. Right. There's a lot going on there. So I decide, all right, great. An old fashioned beat off on breasts, right? And it's a passion. I'm a passionate man. You got this fucking hair. You got, I'm a Mediterranean man. We're fucking all over the place.
Greeks are a sexual,
very sexual. I'm kissing titties. I'm kissing
people,
neck.
sure.
I'm fucking.
Kissing it all.
We're
get
going
in there.
and I'm just like, and I bust, and I'm like, that was great. And then I just get like I got like a did you come? And there's nothing where I'm thinking I'm fucking
you're thinking
I'm fucking painting I'm hitting her with a t-shirt cannon, right?
You're thinking she's gonna need a full towel.
I'm like, hold on, let me get the beach. Let me go downstairs to the basement. We're getting the beach stuff out of storage, right? to mop you up.
Yeah.
And I gotta like, did you come? And I was like, did I come?
Did he come?
How and that's in that moment. I would have paid $1,000 for a nice fat roper. Is what I'm saying, just for that moment. And I know it's fleeting. And I know people will say, "Well, look, once you come, it's all over." I take a very different view philosophically. The moment has intrinsic beauty. It doesn't just once you bust, it's not gone. It's in your little memory box.
You got to wipe it off. You got to go get the towel.
Well, no, I just mean like, it's past and the experience is gone,
forever.
but it lives forever in your mind's eye.
I mean, there's been
I agree.
I do have many a memorable come, but I understand this. I do understand this. Now, Jimmy, you're busting ropes yourself?
Sometimes, about 50%.
So I'm the only guy here who's going pretty much full dribble.
You're full dribble. We're talking.
Let
me ask you this: if you beat off for a while, or if you fuck for a while, because I find that it's almost like a super soaker, where the more you pump, the fucking harder the
it's a long and edging session.
Exactly. So I find
can get
the
a little
more
bit
I pump,
I'll flick it sometimes too.
Flick, I don't think. Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. You've got cornstarch in your. You've got corn syrup in your pocket. You have one of those like clown.
I got it. Just horsey sauce from Arby's.
You should replace one of your balls. You should replace one of your balls with. You should just fucking have a hollow fucking thing of horsey sauce. You just squeeze your nut, and it feels like
that must be like the kind of thing like the doctors to the super rich get asked.
Oh,
just like a guy comes and goes, what do you do? What do you got in terms of getting one of my nuts replaced with a cum reservoir? And the doctor's like, what? And then fucking Harrison Ford is like $8 million. And the guy's like, I'll work something out.
We'll figure it out.
Well, how do I shoot ropes onto this 8-year-old boy?
Yeah. Well, the one thing that does make me think that penis, improving technology just is not there. And look, This is not a. I'm not coming out in support of this man. I think it's good his penis was mangled because of the reason he was using it. But if you read about the Harvey Weinstein stuff, he had like a little fucked up mangled cock.
Right.
And that's definitely from experimenting on how to make your dick nicer.
Yeah.
Not even bigger. I think nicer.
It's
probably.
all those guys. The technology is not ready yet. There was some Brazilian billionaire that tried to get his dick longer, and it just fucked the whole thing up. And it's
tough.
like
jelking.
And it's like, but no, this was through surgery. This wasn't through like jelking. I think is when you like exercise it, right? Isn't that what jelking is? This guy literally just tried to get
mental health.
get a cock extension surgery, and it's like, buddy, I don't know how you made your billions, but if this was a known successful surgery,
Exactly.
it'd be a lot more popular. You wouldn't be like finding one guy willing to extend your cock.
100%. There is something. There's some kind of surgery that I think you put basically a tube in your cock.
Yeah.
But you have to be. And I did a little research. You have to be circumcised, and I will just never cross that Rubicon. Sure. That would be that I am much more willing to do experimental dick lengthening surgery than I am to get circumcised. But at the same time, that was in an earlier time in my life when I wasn't. At this point, I don't even give a fuck. I don't care that my dick is little. I'm getting it slurped off either way.
This is what I want to say. What I think is interesting, bringing it back to the theme of this show a little bit, which is, I think, pretty cool. Is like, so you've got, for those of you out there listening that are shit brains, you got a piece of shit brain like myself. We got a lot of fucking idiots, like not idiots, but mental patients like myself that listen. Yeah. And here's the thing. Okay, a lot of you guys are lacking in confidence. You're lacking in success with the opposite sex or whatever sex you're attracted to. We don't give a shit. And
well, I do. It's unnatural. No.
All right, so Stav has the take of love the sinner, hate the sin.
Hate the sin, absolutely.
No, I would say honestly, listen to this man who I think you're a good-looking man.
Thanks, buddy.
But traditionally,
thank you. I do, but boy, does no one else. Yeah, go ahead, finish.
I think you're a
beauty standards, Western beauty standards.
But like by traditional Western standards of beauty, people would say, "Oh, you're a little overweight. Oh, you're a little balding." And this guy is out there just fucking. And I'll tell you this. I'll tell you right now. I will tell you this right now, and you tell me if I'm wrong.
Sure.
I don't think obviously it helps, but I think you were doing that before you were a successful comedian. I think it's the confidence.
I had figured it out. I was definitely getting there. There was definitely a learning curve, right? Like when I was in my early 20s, it was tough, but there was a point in Baltimore where I got a house. It was the year before I left for New York, and me and my buddies got a house together. And I had it, and I was doing, I was doing comedy, but I was broke as shit, and that was the first year of my life where I was like getting pussy, and I was confused. Right. I was like, what's happening?
Yeah. Did my friend pay her?
I was like, I had one New Year's where I fucked, I think like 3 girls and like, I was on pace. I was like, I did the math. I was like, I'm on pace to fuck 9,000 women. Because I fucked like one girl on New Year's, right? I fucked one girl on New Year's, and then I think I got head from a girl in the afternoon. Then I fucked a different girl, and I was like, if this keeps up, I will fuck 900 women.
That would keep
up. Stop forecasting pussy.
I'm the Nate Silver of getting pussy.
Well, this seems like this will be the year.
This is the year I fucked 982 women.
The farmer's almanac of pussy.
I did a thing. One of my top dumbest moves. Sometimes you get bold. You know what I mean? Sometimes you get cocky. You're riding a hot streak, and you so Matt Wayne, funny guy, doesn't do as much stand up as I'd like him to. I think he kind of is chilled out on that. I don't know, but if you get a chance to check him out,
he's really fucking funny.
Really funny dude. He had a New Year's Eve party one year, and
and you fucked Matt Wayne,
and I was just feeling it, and I fucked him. And I fucked him, and that's why I just wanted to plug that.
And I dribbled on his back, on his lower back.
No, so his wife had friends there from where they're from. I think they're from Buffalo, and they were sisters, right? And at separate points in the party, I made out with each sister.
Get out of here!
Feel up. They both.
Wow.
So I get it into my head. I don't
That's
know where.
awesome.
I don't know.
You thought you were gonna fuck these sisters?
Yes. Yeah.
You thought your life was a Future song?
Yeah. I honestly thought, I was like, I don't see why this wouldn't work. Got them both together in the kitchen at the end of the night. I was like. Go. You guys want to head back to my place?
That's so sick.
And they both just looked at me like, what the fuck are you talking about? I go, I don't know. I feel like we had
Fucking
something. They go,
Icarus, dude.
are you talking about incest? And I was like, and then you start backpedaling. I'm like, you don't have to touch each other or whatever.
You got Howard Stern brain.
That's fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah, I thought I would fuck sisters, and it was just like, no, man.
Sometimes you got to take the home run swing, brother.
Yeah,
you know?
I went full Motley Crue,
Yeah,
and it's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
no, I'm mediocre comedian.
Totally.
Like, you
Totally.
can't,
For the line
you can't
drive,
fuck
Brendan.
sisters.
And even in that situation, you got to be like, it can't be at a part. If you're gonna do that, it can't be sisters. Let's not. Or they have to be severely, white trash.
Right.
But it can't be. But you can fuck two friends.
Oh,
but,
sure,
But it would
sure.
have to be like. At a party's a little tough, but it would have to be like maybe like after your show where you still have the sheen of being famous.
Right.
There's like an hour after a show where you're famous,
Right.
to everyone who was there.
To everyone, yeah.
Yeah. And if you can get it done within that window, you could probably have fucked maybe like a second cousin pairing.
Oh, sure. No, a threesome
But
is not.
respect to trying sisters.
Sisters is
at a
wild.
party.
Have you ever had a threesome?
I have. I found it to be
Troublesome.
yeah, man, too much.
Yeah.
Because this is what I like. Can I tell you?
Please,
Can I tell you my fuck style?
I'd love that.
It's intermission time.
Hey guys, it's Brendan. Sorry to interrupt. I just have to tell you, if you like the show, we do a bonus episode every week, plus tons of other content. Go to patreon.com/shitbrainshow. All right, back to the action.
We're happy to have you with us tonight and hope you'll come back often.
What
I'd
I like
love
to
to
do
know in detail.
What I like to do to take the pressure off myself,
With the gun.
because I feel like there's a lot of because I like a lady to come.
I think I'm hearing what you're saying. I don't want to cut you off. I think we've got a similar fuck style, but go ahead.
So I'm bothered if the lady doesn't come because I feel like
Same.
Then I'm like feeling kind of like a piece of shit,
Sure.
So what I do,
Fools.
Yeah,
I eat
Jimmy
their-
has no issue.
I will
here
eat a lady's
whatsoever.
pussy as long as she lets me. If she's one of those ones that can come a bunch,
Yes.
I'll eat your pussy for 2 hours and make you come.
I don't know about
40
two, but I'm with you.
Two's crazy.
Yeah,
Two's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
That was wild.
If she's one of those ladies that busts a lot, we're getting it, and it's like we're gonna get 4 nice
Yeah,
ones,
yeah.
and then it's like, all right, well, my jaw's getting. I feel like I've been eating beef jerky for the last 40
now-
minutes.
I'll get mad at you when my jaw starts to hurt. I'll start getting pissed at
No,
her.
I'll go till I can. No, I can't even move my tongue anymore.
You go
I'm
neck?
moving my
Your
neck.
Yeah.
Using your nose and shit.
Like a fucking dog,
sticking
dude.
my nose in there, just getting my tongue to do a plank and being like, just stay still, bro. I got the next got
going
this.
side to side, up
Yeah.
and down, just circles, whatever.
But so I will yeah. So that's for me. That's the key. Is like, well, now I'm married. Now it's different. Now it's just like, hey, you jack off, I'll jack off, and then when we're both about to come, I'll stick my dick in you.
Oh, interesting. That's beautiful.
Yeah, it's great. It's
Yeah.
It's like and not to say we don't have our romantic,
Sure.
nice.
That was your anniversary.
like real ones.
yeah.
But like when it's just a Tuesday, it's
Sure.
like, hey, you want to just could you get it done quicker? All right,
Right.
we'll do it that way.
Totally, it's
Like, that's-
maintenance.
Yeah, and it's fun, and we have a lot of fun.
Yeah, we have fun around here.
we have fun around here, yeah. So I like that. You make the girl come as many times as possible, and then your fucking is for you.
Absolutely.
But she's already come. So the fuck style is like, hey, this one might be one of those. Because every once in a while, you get one of those ones where it goes, oh, I did it like a 4-stroke bust,
Sure.
like, and as a veteran, that's not normal for me, but you still get those from time to time.
Absolutely.
Like,
Those
you're
are the
real
best.
horned up,
Yeah.
So it's like, once you've made her come, there can be no complaints issued. You know
I
what I
agree
mean?
with you.
From the actual sex.
Regardless, there's no put it in the fucking suggestion box.
No, see,
Yeah.
you're not like me and stuff. You
No.
don't like to please a woman.
You're not a people pleaser, it doesn't sound like.
Not at all.
No, or even like a yourself pleaser. It doesn't seem like there's not much. Doesn't seem like there's much pleasing going on in your
Not
life.
a lot of not a lot of pleasure here, Stavros.
My favorite Jimmy thing is he was real proud because because he's unemployed and he started to go to the park and read books. And, he was real proud of himself. And I go,
Living
what?
off the teeth.
And I go, what books? And it was just like the goddamn fucking summer reading list for the Aryan Brotherhood.
The Giver?
No. It was
Oh.
like the 28 laws of power, the art of war. Like how to control people's minds.
You're gonna use Sun Tzu's principles to overcome the Cleveland comedy scene, the Cleveland bar show scene. Your enemy must never expect you. You just show up.
when Sam Klima.
Yeah, I love like reading that book and then like flipping like, where's the part where I find out like who is my enemy? Like,
Yeah.
'cause it was a whole like Sun Tzu was facing an army. Like I'm facing a guy who might be talking about me behind my back.
Yeah.
Like,
That's so funny.
Which is just me drunk on the internet.
but what I'm saying here, what I'm
Yes.
saying for you
Please.
guys out there struggling with self confidence issues or like anxiety, self esteem, is that Stav here has just explained to you. First of all, I've seen who you fuck, man. You fuck beautiful women.
Thank you.
Beautiful women. That's not to
Appreciate that.
say you have to be physically beautiful to be worth fucking, but it's
Right.
better.
But yes, you do.
Yeah.
No.
But
Not at all.
But the thing is, like, you all can fuck. That's what I don't. That's what. And when you take my seminar, this is what I always.
No, I'm not even kidding with you, dude. I feel like that is part of what my ultimate legacy is. What I'm trying to do is like, look, I would like to take like almost like, you know how they have what's the fucking show where the gay guys make guys over?
Queer Eye.
Queer Eye. I just want like normal eye for the incel guy. You know what I
Right,
mean? Like,
yes.
I'm trying to be an inspiration to incels everywhere because the truth is, and look, yes, has it helped to fucking get rich and successful? 100%. Let's not fucking bullshit here.
Yeah, of course.
100%. But yeah, I was getting pussy as a fat, bald 25-year-old in Baltimore that worked at a paint store and was like good at comedy.
Yeah.
Not rich, had no money whatsoever. I made $11,000 a year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? My rent was $300 a month. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and there is just something to like, and the other thing is like, what we're saying about like, men absolutely are much harsher than women. That's another reality. That it's
Exactly.
like,
Yeah.
it's like, you know what, man, you want to be a misogynist? I don't want you to be, but let's get started with, well, then let's take advantage of one thing women are better than us about, which is
Yeah.
like, they will fuck you if you're ugly.
Right.
You just have
Yes.
to be a nice person.
Yeah.
You have to like listen. Like that is an advantage men have. And I'm not saying take advantage of people, but I'm saying, be a good person. Just listen. No one cares if you're like a little fucking weird little fat guy. It's fine. And then also it's like, it doesn't matter how you look, but also there's nothing wrong with ways to improve yourself. That doesn't have to be physical though. That could just be like, because like honestly, my confidence started going up when I started doing better at comedy because I loved comedy.
Right.
It didn't have any tangible improvement in my life. I was
Right.
still broke. No girl cares. You're like, well, I'm actually featuring now. That doesn't mean anything to
No,
a
they
hot
don't
girl.
understand.
You know what I mean? It's like no one fucking cares. But it can't. It really just does come from within. And when you're just sitting and like sitting in like a poisonous, like infinity pool of your own negative thoughts, there is nothing. You'll never break out of that. You need a little something. And honestly, for me, because I've struggled with like food and weight issues my whole life, the very beginning for me was when I was like 20. It was just a very simple thing of like working out, losing a bunch of weight. I got a girlfriend, and it was like I immediately got fat as shit. It was like it's a battle I'm still waging. But it was like that got me the confidence to, before comedy. This was I was still in college. Just because I felt like I was improving myself. I did something. I was taking control. Got me the confidence to have a girlfriend. I got too comfortable. I got fat as shit. The relationship fucking was ruined. I started doing stand-up and she did not understand.
Right.
She met me. I was like a nice college kid that cared about stuff. And then like a year later, I was like, this is actually fucking gay. I'm going to quit and do, be in bars all the time.
Right.
And then it was like, after that, it was like comedy, improving in comedy. I was a fucking mess. I wasn't like in good shape or anything, but I was like, I felt tangible improvement. So like, you got to do something for yourself to start because I don't know that my brains are as shitty as you two motherfuckers, but they're bad. I don't have good brain, right? There's definitely mental illness going on.
What do you think you have going on? Like,
I got the standard, the depression, anxiety cocktail.
Sure.
I have, there's also like family stuff. There's a lot of guilt issues that fucking bounce around my brain sure.
I have tremendous guilt issues.
Yeah.
And I have this, and I don't know. Are you first generation American?
First gen, yeah.
Same with me.
Oh,
my dad's Irish, but
yeah.
And I think sometimes this comes with immigrants a little bit. And I mean, my dad did the best he could. And he was amazing. Like I don't blame anyone for this shit.
Did he do the best he could?
He did. I think
okay.
he just
because my dad did not. People say that all the time. They're like, "Well, he did the best he could."
No, he did.
No.
He did.
Yeah,
like,
he could have done something.
He could have done so much.
My dad's rich. He just didn't know. He worked. He came from nothing and worked his ass off.
Right.
He just did. To him, that was love. He didn't know oh, you're also supposed to say
check
something
in.
sometimes
and
be not
supportive.
be extraordinarily scary. He didn't get that part of it.
Right.
He was like, no,
again, sounds like he did
you work 80 hours a week and that's what you do. And
I'm going to go ahead and say that's not his best.
I think that's what all he knew because he came from nothing.
Right.
So to him,
that's true.
was
compared to his
work.
Parents, compared to his parents, who's probably fucking Mr. Rogers.
Well, but the thing was, my grandfather was the exact opposite.
Oh, interesting.
They didn't have
kiss
shit,
too much,
but was the nicest, most supportive guy in the world. So the thing my dad was
interesting.
Oh, that was so rough growing up, not knowing where we were going to live next week.
Right. It's absolutely each generation kind of flip flops.
Yeah.
Didn't you say you would go on road trips with your dad and just complete silence?
Oh yeah, complete silence. He would turn.
I love
if you
that.
tried to turn 9 hours of
Not even
nothing.
fucking music?
No music. No nothing. Nothing.
I
Dude.
love that.
Nothing.
I love that.
That rules. What did he do? What was his
He was a lawyer. He was a lawyer here in Cleveland, but and then he was a lawyer in New York for a while. But I have this guilt, and what I've found is I now have guilt about things that I do correctly, but it's from just growing up always being told I was wrong. So I'll be in a confrontation or something or a disagreement with someone I'm working for or something like that, and I'll be right.
Yeah.
But the guilt, I'm just overcome with guilt about it.
Yeah.
And it's you gotta, you just gotta move past that. And I'm working on that. But
Totally.
guilt is such a bitch,
100%.
Because it just eats at you.
It eats at you, and you have to. Yeah, it's hard to just let go, and I think confrontation too. It's it's all kind of you want to avoid it if you came from there's anger issues in my family big time. I have them. My brothers definitely have them, and we got those from our dad. And it's the kind of thing where you don't want you want to avoid confrontation. So you're either a pussy, or then when you are in a confrontation, you just go way too hard and you're a piece of shit. And it's there's no, it's like you're either the biggest asshole in the world who's violent and whatever, or you're just the guy who's excuse me, can I, and it's and that's been a lot of what, I've been in therapy since I was 20, and honestly, it feels kind of nice because I had a therapy session. Because my therapist took August off. He does that all the time.
French?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I'm fine, but I'm a lot of motherfuckers are probably dangling by a thread. But also, that's a fucking tough. You spend your whole you spend 40 hours a week listening to people that want to kill themselves.
Brutal.
Are you kidding me?
You need a month off. I get that.
I told my story once. My whole kind of story of when I had a mental breakdown on that podcast, Girls Gotta Eat, and they have a huge listenership. Stav, I got, 60 girls on Instagram that I personally now am responsible for keeping alive. Literally, that were just I'm suicidal too. What do I do? And it's I'm not a doctor, but I'll talk to you. And it's imagine actually being the doctor, because I'm just a comedian who was open about hanging himself.
Of course,
now I got 60 people who, if I don't get back to them within an hour, they're fucking drinking the bleach.
At least you don't have guilt issues, though, right? But yeah, so I had a session with my therapist, and it was like we were talking, and I was just like, damn, I kind of just feel good. Like it was the first time I had one of those where I was like, I'm trying to catch him up on, and I was thinking, oh, it's been over because it was been. I mean, he took August off, and it's fucking October, so it had been 2 months because I was on the road. I was traveling internationally. We just never could make it work, and I was like, wow, this is going to be a real doozy. It's been 2 months, and I was like, no, I just feel good. Like shit's going good. Even my like family issue shit is like kind of like I don't, if it's there, but I don't. It doesn't really bother me anymore. And then it's like, yeah, from then on, you just have to make these little. You have to take opportunities to improve the little shit, and it doesn't get better until you do it, and that's so fucking annoying. You can think about it, you can do it, but it's like if you have issues with confrontation, you have issues with guilt, until you just like really uncomfortably advocate for yourself or do whatever it is for yourself and not feel those, and then you'll feel those feelings, and then you'll fucking be like, nah, this is fucking stupid. I shouldn't feel this. This is because my fucking dad was too busy doing briefs to hug me. This is why I feel this way. And it's annoying.
Yeah.
But it works. You just have to do it.
He started telling me he loved me after I hung myself.
Nice.
But it was like he acted like he'd been doing it the whole time.
Right,
so I'd be like, Dad, we don't say this.
Yeah,
We've never said this. And he'd be like, what? What do you mean? We've always said it. Hey man, I'm fine now. We don't have to.
I love that. Yeah. I love the dads pretending they were good. Like we haven't been obsessing our entire lives about all the things you didn't do, that you're just gonna sneak past all the being a piece of shit. Mm-hmm. You don't think this is the reason I'm in therapy?
Oh, that's so funny that you bring that up because like, he'll mention things like sort of in passing about like what he did or didn't do, and it's like, do you not understand how many nights I've laid awake thinking about this, and it just occurred to you that you didn't do it? No, you did.
You did it. No, dude, I remember because my dad, total fucking maniac, and he had super anger problems, and we were in an argument. I was like, bro, you would just like flip out every like couple weeks. I was like, you broke like how many tables? And he's a carpenter, so he would just build a new. He knew exactly how many tables. He breaks them and he builds a new one. He knows. He's got the fucking.
Maybe that was his therapy. I punch holes in drywall and then patch it up.
Yeah. So he knows exactly how many tables were broken, and we are having this conversation. Now it's been. What am I fucking third? So it's like 15 years later or whatever. And he's like, would I do that like two times maybe? I'm like, you did it every 4 months. like every 4 months. You would break a table, say you're going to kill yourself, and then storm out while the whole family cried. And then you would come back and be like, my bad. You'd come back with a Nintendo and be like, I hope we're good. And it was like,
you're a living Chris Farley sketch. Yeah, twice, Dad. Yeah.
It's so funny.
My dad used to do this thing, which is so funny because it's like, there was, to this day, I don't know the point of it. Yeah. It's just this maniacal thing to do. I'd be like 8 or 9, and we'd be driving, and I would be downtown here or something. Like, my dad was in Vietnam, and like that was the thing. He's this like self-made guy. Like, they didn't have any money. He signed up. He enlisted to get money to go to college.
Damn.
And so like a guy would come up with like a cup with like a Vietnam veteran hat on, and my dad, I wouldn't like ask anything, and my dad would just be like, I was in Vietnam, don't see me doing this.
Oh my god, dude!
I thought you were gonna say like he'd roll down the window and be like, "Fuck you, baby killer."
No, but he like somehow he thought like, and
it was a badge of honor that these guys are homeless because it means he didn't do it.
Yeah,
he's better than them.
Yeah, and it was so crazy because like at the time I didn't have the knowledge to be like, hey man, people had different experiences over there. You were in like a couple of gunfights. That guy might have seen his buddy's dick get cut off.
Of course, he might have napalmed the village. Like, he might have been had to literally kill like people.
He just back then, and he's really changed guy now, but back then he had such a crazy lack of empathy to be like, I don't know what that's about. I went to that war. I'm fine.
Right.
Weird.
Right.
What are those weirdos?
Like it's watching a movie. It's like we had the exact same experience, and I was fine.
Yeah,
and I'm the same as that guy.
Yeah.
He didn't come from. It's just well, at least he's changed. I mean, there's no chance my dad will ever make any progress whatsoever.
Really?
Nothing. No chance.
Interesting. Yeah, I think my dad. You know what I think it was? I think, man, and I shouldn't probably put too much. Nobody listens to this. It's in my family, but I think what happened to him was A, I went through a lot of shit, and then B, I think he has a lot of regrets. Like I think he came close to losing my mom. I think he regrets a lot of the way he was, and I think he it dawned on him like, oh fuck, man, like I gotta chill out. I gotta, and then on top of that, recently it's like, I mean, and you guys say your dads will never change, and maybe they won't change like a tremendous amount, but if you have a kid, you'll see a whole different. Grandfathers are because he doesn't have to do any dad shit. He just gets to look at my baby and be like, "Oh, this is amazing." Total.
We'll see how long. I mean, that's going to be. I don't know when the fuck I'm going to have a kid.
Could be any day now.
That's true.
Do you want one?
I don't fucking know. I mean, I'm not.
You got it. You'd be the best dad.
I would like to be a dad,
You'd be
but I'd
such
also
a good dad.
I would, but how good would I be at being an uncle? Let's be
both.
Honest. No, I'm meant to be an uncle. I'd be a good dad, but I would crush the fun uncle that just comes around and is like
once a year.
Don't tell your dad.
Has anyone done the dad as the fun uncle? Has that been told?
That's a little too much.
Yeah,
that's like having candy for dinner every day.
Yeah, those are the kids whose houses you were allowed to drink at.
Exactly.
They never turned out all right.
Totally, no chance.
As long as you do it under my roof, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's like, lady, I'm fingering your daughter.
Yeah,
she's cutting herself.
All right, let's see. We got to get out of here pretty soon. And by the way, so this is get some topics here, but this is going to come out. Let me get a calendar up. This is going to come out, and I know you plug shit on Cumtown. Which,
I love to plug shit.
Than this, but this will come out Tuesday, the 19th of October.
Okay.
So you want to plug anything you got cooking after that? By the way,
fucking do
thank
it,
you
baby.
so much for doing it.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah, totally.
It really means a lot to us.
No, thanks for having me. Let's see. You said after the 19th. I'm going to be in Madison this weekend, 21st through the 23rd, for your fellow Midwest motherfuckers. And then actually after that, I'm going to be in Detroit on the 6th of November and Columbus. So actually some fucking Ohio Midwest-based dates to fucking plug. Yep. And then I'm at the I'm running my hour at part of the New York Comedy Festival on the 9th, I believe, or the 10th at Gotham. I gotta fucking plug that. Actually, I gotta fucking announce that. Yeah. Anyway, I'll be around Madison, Detroit, Columbus. If you're listening, come out and go to stavi.biz/tour for tickets.
And if you're somehow, this would be rare, inconceivable even, but if you're somehow someone who listens to Shit Brains and not Cumtown, I would check out Cumtown. It's really funny.
Check out Cumtown. Check out Pod Don't Lie. I do a podcast with Sam Morrell, a basketball show.
And
actually, I got to bring it back, but the tour has been kind of disruptive. But I actually do an advice show called Stavros Solves Your Problems.
Oh, nice.
Where we get into there's a lot of this kind of like, I do speak directly to where people call in with a voicemail, and I will like.
Oh, nice. Well, you're welcome here anytime. I need some advice from you, and then me and Jimmy have something to plug. But I am in the doghouse with the Greeks.
Uh-oh. What'd you do?
The entire country, my friend.
What'd you do, my friend?
I have a joke about that. I don't even do it anymore. I haven't done it in years. It's about how I ran a marathon one time. It's about the history of the marathon.
Yeah, of course.
And it's basically, the joke is like that this guy died running that distance in ancient Greece,
Yep.
and we honor him by continuing to run.
Yeah.
Where like it should be like, hey man, that guy's a hero. It's illegal to run that. We're gonna have a memorial 5K fun run. You know, it's a dumb little bit that I don't really do it too much anymore. But I threw that up on TikTok and it kind of blew up. And then the Greeks got a hold of it, and it turns out the way I had been telling it, couple of historical inaccuracies. Let me tell you, they do not tolerate that.
Historical inaccuracies.
Well,
the Greek?
Well, first of all, they think the joke in itself is offensive to the guy. So I have to be like, and usually I don't get involved in the comments, but when it's like 10,000 Greek people, I'm like, all right, I'm going to answer this. I'm like, I'm not making fun of the guy. I'm saying the guy's a hero.
Right.
It's rude. It's rude to.
We don't do crucifixions at Easter.
Yeah. That's the point. Yeah. And they're not having that. And then they're mad because I said he delivered the news to the king. And they go, King, we fucking invented democracy, you idiot. And then I fucked up. Because let me tell you, then I only can be patient for so long.
Sure.
Then I got furious. Then I go, you dumb motherfucker. This story is from 1200 BC.
Yeah.
You don't know what happened. That's 1200 years before the Bible.
Yeah.
And there's shit about, burning bushes and talking fucking fish, this is a myth at best.
Of course.
And so I got to smooth things out. How do you get to the country of Greece as a whole?
It's tough, man, because that's all we have is antiquity.
Right.
That's like we peaked,
But you invented so much for the world.
Right, but it's like I'm sure there's plenty of guys around here that if you came and you were like, hey, man, when you took your high school football team to states, that was actually fucking loser bullshit. Like that was like, you're taking the one good thing we had.
Right.
So I think you're just gonna have to come out with a lot of pro-Greek propaganda.
A lot of pro-Greek. That might be what I do.
There's no way around it.
Yeah.
You have to just suck us off. Be like, it was cool that you guys molested children while you taught them math.
Yeah.
Usually like, I think that's good that you did
great.
that. I'm a fan of that.
Right. That was love. I do think that was the purest form of love. Like they said.
Well, look, they were fucking,
Invented love.
those kids were smart, dude. Those kids,
they knew math.
They knew the fucking Pythagorean theorem and shit, dude. So yeah, I think that's it's just going to be pure flattery. We're a very simple people.
Is the correct Greek pronunciation the Pythagorean? Is it
Pythagoras is how you say it.
Okay.
But yeah,
isn't it? How did I say it in school?
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like I'll even say gyro because it's like I just feel like a fucking dork being like gyro.
Well, here's the thing. There's a lot of Greeks actually in Cleveland, and so I grew up saying euro.
Oh, okay.
Because everyone said euro. And then I got to New York and it was like gyro or gyro.
It's not gyro.
And then I felt
That's fucking crazy.
And then I felt like an asshole for ordering a euro, so I changed. But I was like, I know it's euro,
It's
man.
gyro, yeah.
And even
Gyro.
the Greek guys that sell them on the street in New York will say gyro because they know the customer thinks it's a gyro.
Exactly.
It's fucked up the whole system.
Do you know euro here? That one fucks me up. That's what made me start saying gyro. Yeah. Euro.
Yeah.
Oh, euro?
Yeah.
That's a horrible restaurant
Hate
name.
it.
Euro.
But you got to say Euro gyro.
Euro gyro.
Euro
That's what I
gyro.
say. So, yeah.
Gyro.
We have a regional, maybe even citywide. I don't know what their boundaries are. We have a fast food restaurant called Mr. Hero.
Mr. Hero.
And it's a
Don't eat
Greek. It's great. They got these things called Roman burgers. They're like they've like made gyros into hamburgers, sort of.
Interesting.
You'll get sick.
Well, I'll say this about the gyro about the fucking gyros that you get in America, or the traditional one that everyone thinks is a gyro is like it's like that lamb meat.
Yeah.
That shit is not. That's complete full bullshit.
It
it's
comes
pork.
in a weird
It's got to be pork. It's
Right.
got. I mean that
Pork.
that processed lamb bullshit sucks.
Well, here's what's interesting to me. I'm always surprised that I like it because I don't like lamb. So that makes
It's not
sense when
even
you're like,
fucking
oh,
lamb.
it's not lamb.
It's super processed.
Yeah,
it's like saying like bologna is pork. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. Well, that's how we wanted to end this motherfucker.
You really lost steam there at the end.
I think it's catching up to me that I've been up since 7 a.m.
Yeah. Listen, Jimmy and I have I'm going to do a whole new hour. What day did I say this was coming out?
I think it's after.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to do a whole new hour at Coda on the 23rd. Everything, not whole brand new, but nothing that's been on my album. Getting ready for my next album, and Jimmy will be featuring. And then I'm gonna be at fucking the St. Louis Funny Bone Wednesday the 27th through the 30th, and I'm gonna have more dates in November. So. Just go to my Instagram or my website. Jimmy, you got anything other than that? Come out to that Coda show for sure.
Yeah, it'll be fun. I got that, and then the next day, that Sunday, I got my shitty old man Irish cover band is playing this Stepdads of Galway.
Yeah, check out the Stepdads of Galway. Where are they playing?
We're at the Winchester that Sunday, but we're bunch of sketch, stand up, all that bullshit. And follow me at Insta Jimmy Graham on Instagram.
Cool, man. And join the fucking Patreon, you idiots.
You fuckers.
You fucking shit brains.
Dumb pieces of shit.
Christ. Okay, thanks. Patreon.com/shitbrain show. We love you guys.
Later.
Thanks, Stav.
Yeah, of course.
Hey guys, it's Brendan. Thank you so much for listening to another episode of Shit Brains. If you enjoyed the show, make sure you hit that subscribe button, you review it, you rate it, all of that stuff really helps the algorithm. Throw us a follow at Shitbrains Show on Instagram and Twitter, Shitbrains Show on YouTube. You can email us your questions at shitbrainshow@gmail.com. We even have, for you hardcore fans, a Facebook group where you can go and you can chat and meet up with other fans. That's Shitbrains Show on Facebook. So, and then of course, if you really like it and you want some bonus content, we're coming out with a bonus episode every single week, plus a lot of other bonus content. You're going to want to get on there and check it out. Go to patreon.com/shitbrainshow. Later, Shitbrains.